We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. He'll take this at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Trying to get it on the keeper. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense. Keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they hold him short of the sticks.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Headed out right. Cut near the goal line. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Looking quickly here.
7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the well again. He's got room to roam. 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Sending him on the dive. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He rolls to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. There he goes on the right side. The 40. Hits the 20. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. To the house, touchdown LA! The Chargers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Boswell to add the PAT.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll throw to start the drive. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. They're going to try and throw it here. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at first down here. Throwing from the gun here. Sends this to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. And that right there, Bronk, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. So now here's 3rd and 5. Rodgers keeps this one. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for this. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Now, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
To throw is Rodgers. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts at the 3. And he stopped on the run back of the 27. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back on the handoff. And he's going to manage a long yard on that drive up the gut. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
He's going to throw this one. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Chargers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he cuts it, but he's off to the races. 30. Gets the 10. Push for the end zone. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
From the red zone on 1st. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got his man. This is Kraft. Space on the right. He's got room. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Go ahead and raise your hand if you want to be the guy trying to stop that freight train moving at full speed after he already shrugged off one of his teammates. I wouldn't. That's why I'm in this booth. And with that type of effort, no surprise, nobody could stop him.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Panthers 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down now, ball at the 33. He's going to throw it. This is a heater going deep. Wide open down the field, and he has it! He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start the 2nd half with some needed points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points they're left on the table.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Shoves one away. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chargers.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Charger ball. The Bolts just 1 quarter away from advancing in the postseason. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Chargers leading by 8. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers lead by 15 now.
42. Panthers 27. Chris Boswell set to...
Now Boswell on to send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So much tougher task now after the flag. This is 2nd and 20. Here's a throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Panthers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over after returning it inside the red zone.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. It's already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Setting them on the dive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We got 3rd and 12. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. So that's going to make the field goal try a bit easier for them as the penalty gives them a free 5 yards. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Oh, it's a fake. They're throwing. And they get home and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Here, I'm all for aggressive. I don't mind that at all. But you better be right. If you're going to make that call and risk putting points on the board, you better not fail like they did right there.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Look to throw. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Throwing now. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. He's got it near the 8. And they get to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement.